Let's talk about debts. Not the bureaucratic and opaque kind of loans you get from the banks, but the friendly and trust-based loans you get from friends and family. You see, we all find ourselves in these situations where we need quick money. Down here in Africa, we believe in helping each other out. Actually, we are a community, and that is why it is so easy to borrow money from a friend or from family. And it all starts with the familiar tone. Help me with this kind of money and I'm going to repay after a period of time. Sometimes you need 100,000 shillings to pay school fees for your children. You need 10,000 shillings to fuel your car to rush to the village because your mom wants to see you. You need 10,000 shillings because you need to take your wife or girlfriend out for an outing that you promised and she has been pestering you about for the longest. You need 2,000 shillings to refill the cooking gas, and you need 1,000 shillings to pay for electricity tokens. So borrowing money from a friend might feel like a quick fix, and there are vague agreements that are made. There's nothing documented. You just give them money because you want to help them. But let's be honest, who borrows money and they have no plans to pay? But unfortunately, there are people like that. Well, what happens when that person is unable to pay? And what happens when that money does not come in the agreed time? How are you going to approach the scenario where that person is not able to pay you back? It is basically a difficult conversation where every text you send that person feels more like a reminder of the loan rather than a how are you kind of text. Every call that you make to that person feels like a reminder of the loan. Every conversation, every meeting with that person becomes an awkward situation. Debts have the potential of becoming uncontrollable. They also have the potential of destroying relationships. Borrowing money does not really solve your problem. It only postpones it. Borrowing money is like kicking the can down the road. You will have to deal with it. You will have to address the issues that got you there. Sometimes you have to borrow that money with all responsibility. Now look at it this way. When, for instance, you have gone for holiday and you have posted those pictures online, and someone looks at them and wonders, this guy has the guts to go on a holiday while they still owe me some money. Well, this person might not even know that that money you work for paid for that holiday. But then you don't have the opportunity to explain. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 7 that the borrower is a slave to the lender. You don't want to be anyone's slave. You want to live your life making decisions based on what you know is right, not because of the emotional attachment that comes with borrowing from your friends or family. You see, borrowing money from friends and family might feel like a good fix. After all, the rent gets paid, the school fees gets paid, and the car gets fixed. But there is something important that you need to remember. This money will have to be repaid. This money will have to be given back to the owner. This money is owed. This money has the potential of dragging you into the financial abyss. So, if you find yourself in a situation like this, a wise man once said that if you find yourself in a pit, the wisest thing is to stop digging, stop borrowing, stop thinking that you have any more room to borrow. You've got to decide this has to stop. So you've got to decide you're not going to borrow anymore, however tempting it might feel. I'm going to give you a proposal which you might try. It's not going to be easy, but you have to try. You can approach the person or the people you owe money to with a proposal like this, and the conversation could probably go something like this. I know I owe you some money. I'm really sorry I wasn't able to pay you as we had agreed. I'm actually going through a financial struggle, but I'm making plans so that I can pay. I am going to pay you this amount of money. Give them a specific amount. You are going to pay on a regular basis. It could be weekly, it could be might not be very excited about it, but at least they are getting something. And therefore, it is possible that they are going to agree. Well, lending money to a family member or a close friend can be very complicated. It transforms a simple financial situation into a complex and a difficult emotional one. We must be careful when we are borrowing money, and we must be responsible enough to know what we are able to borrow and repay, and what needs to wait. It could be difficult, it could be painful, but I have to make sacrifices so that I can get myself out of this. Go ahead, pay them off.